Hello, dear colleagues. Today I'm turning to you because finally we got the big news that we have been waiting for pretty long. CIPPA exam is getting updated. The good news, it's not getting updated fully. Only India section, which is pretty logical, is getting updated right now. So in July, we will have 15% of new questions in the exam. And these questions would be connected with the new Indian data protection law. So that would be DPDPA. Please check that if you are going to pass the exam after July 14th, that you have carefully read the law and checked the new section in the course. In case you want to read more materials, please note that my new textbook has been available on Amazon since the end of December. It has literally everything and many more that you need for the exam if you are a reader, as I am. Also, please note that the previous laws that were in the body of knowledge since 2021 are still there. So, Singapore and Hong Kong section are not getting changed. We got the changes only in India section, so they're not deleting anything from the exam. They are moving ETA Act to history and they are putting some more questions on DPDPA. The good news is that this law is really logical and it's kind of similar to other data protection laws that we have right now in the regions. So you just should read the law. There are no clarifications as for now from the supervisory authorities, and you need to check up the key things that we usually need to learn about every data protection law. It doesn't matter in which jurisdiction you are going to work or in which jurisdiction you are passing the exam. So the key things that you have to pay attention to are the scope of the law, right? We need to understand in which areas this law is applicable, so which companies have to comply with the new rules. Then we usually need to know the exemptions, so what is out of the scope of the law. Then we are turning to key terminology. This always is the key to success because you need to understand how this specific regulation understands the key actors, so who is data subject, what term is used in this law for data subject, who is data controller if we use the European terminology of GDPR, so what name has data controller in this specific law, which name has data processor, using again terminology of GDPR, and then we need to see what specifically is the scope of the term personal data. This always is very important because this limits the rules to this specific interpretations. After this, you usually look at this key sections for every jurisdiction. What are the data protection principles? Are they present and, well, how they are understood? What are the lawful processing criteria? Is there a primatus of consent, or there are some other lawful bases as in GDPR? Then you are turning to look at the laws. Are the laws for data controllers and data processors alike, or they are different? After that, you're looking at some specific rules which this law might have. Then you are turning to enforcement. You need to understand what supervisory authority would be the one to consult, to look at investigations, to set the breach notification rules, and what fines would be there if you breach the law. So these are the key things that you need to know usually for every law and for every data protection exam. And this is what we are going to focus on in this new short lectures to keep you updated. See you in the DPDPA section.